What is the most unexplainable thing you saw in the woods? I grew up in West Virginia, right on the edge of Monongahela National Forest. It was the kind of place where everyone knew how to hunt, how to gut a fish, and how to find your way home if you got lost. We were raised with the woods, not scared of them, not really. We respected them, knew their moods, knew when to stay out. But there's one place I found when I was 16 that still makes my skin crawl. I call it the Spiral Grove. I've only ever been there once, and I never found it again. It started when I skipped school, late April, one of those warm days that feels like summer sneaking in early. I told my mom I had a field trip, grabbed my old backpack and some trail mix, and took off into the ridge trails, just to clear my head. I cut through some hunting trails near Crowsfoot Hollow and ended up deeper than I meant to go. My phone had no signal, normal out there. But something felt off, like I was walking in circles, even though my compass said I wasn't. That's when I noticed something strange. The trees started growing in curves. At first, I thought it was just wind damage. Some trees leaned, sure, but these were bending. Dozens of them, each one curving just a little more than the last, like dancers frozen mid-spin. The farther I walked, the more twisted it became. Eventually, the trunks were spiraling. Not just branches, whole trees curling in the same direction. Even the forest floor followed the swirl. Moss grew in coils. Fallen leaves formed spiral piles. Mushrooms clustered in perfect circles. It looked designed, like something had arranged the forest on purpose. I stepped into the center without even realizing it. Everything tilted inward, like I was standing in the eye of a vortex. No animals, no bugs, no birds, not even wind. Just silence. I looked up and saw a perfect spiral of branches, twisting like a nautilus shell overhead, filtering the sunlight into gold. I don't know how long I stood there. I didn't feel afraid, not at first. But I felt watched, like the forest had become one giant eye, and I was standing on the pupil. That's when I heard the chime. Soft, like metal on glass. It rang once, and then again. A third time farther off. I turned to leave, but the way I came in was gone. Not overgrown, not hidden, just gone. The spirals had reversed direction. Moss fresh, leaves untouched, like I'd never walked through. I turned left, walked 10 minutes, hit a wall of brush. Right, same thing. No trail, no footprints, just spiral after spiral. I sat down, took out my compass. The needle spun once, then stopped. Northeast. I stood up, took 3 steps, and found myself right back in the center. I screamed. No echo, just soft rustling. Like breathing. That's when I saw the deer, or something like a deer. It had antlers, too long, like driftwood. Eyes, black, empty. Legs bent the wrong way. It didn't blink. It just watched me. Then it opened its mouth, and I heard something. Whispering. Human whispering. I ran, branches clawed. The ground twisted. I didn't stop, didn't look back. Then suddenly, I was out. Pushed through pine trees near the old fire tower, 2 miles from where I'd entered. The forest looked normal. Straight trees, no spirals. The woods had spit me out. 2 days later, I went back with my uncle. We searched for hours. Nothing. He said I imagined it. Heat stroke maybe. But last year, 10 years later, I saw a photo online. Caption read, "Weird trees near Whispering Hollow. Looks like they're bending." And at the very edge of the frame was that deer, still watching.